Hello friends, this is Mohammed Shakil here from How Engineers Do It, and welcome to the series Practice with Me Sessions, SolidWorks Beginners. Few things before we get started. If you're not in the first video of the series, you would probably miss something useful. Practice with Me sessions are designed in a way to explain tool to the beginners by actually working on the simple projects. Thereby they learn to implement the tool at the same time. It requires zero CAD knowledge if you want to start with these lessons. I will make the drawing file full size in every video beginning so the users can take a screenshot of it and use it while they practice. This series is created following the success and appreciation I received from CAPA videos, so I will try my best to do the same with SolidWorks as well. I request my viewers and subscribers to give the same support I received from CAPA tutorial videos so that we can make this program a huge success. As usual, give thumbs up and comments. Without further ado, let's begin. In this video, we'll work on exercise number 26. To start off, we'll go to File, New, and double click on the empty part template. Now we have the empty workspace open. On the left side, we have the drawing. So I'm just going to expand the drawing. And alright, now I'll just get back to the normal view. Alright, now let's begin. Let's go to the sketch, click on the sketch. And let's firstly do the sketch by doing this portion here. So I'll just take the right plane, Control 8. Alright, now let me just draw concentric circles. Dimension that as 20 and 45. Exit sketch. Now you can go for features and surfaces, extrude surface. Extrude this in the reverse direction with a distance of 5. Tick mark. Now what you gotta do is you gotta create a plane at the circular portion. Now you're going to select that plane and go for sketch. In this case, we'll select this and convert entities, and we'll just draw a line, an axis line. And we'll just do tangency, tick mark. We'll go to repeat that step on the other side. Now I'll just do a tangency over here, tick mark. Now what I would do is I would use a trim and trim this portion off. So tick mark, exit sketch. Now I would only do a surface extrude on that portion with a distance of 15. Tick mark. Now again I would select this semicircle. I'll go for features and I would create another plane, and I would click on tick mark. I would select that plane, click on the sketch, and this time I would select this and this circle here and go for convert entities, exit sketch. Now I would go for surface, go for extrude, reverse direction, 15, tick mark. Now we have that portion done. Right, so one thing over here will be about this surface. You can edit sketch, and you could have selected this as well, so you have that continuation of surface over there. Alright, now let's use a fill command and fill this portion off, and use this surface, trim, and trim this portion. Oops, trim, edit feature, remove selection, tick mark. So that's removed. Similarly, you can do it on the other side. So this time I would just select both of these and go for fill surface. So I would have that already trimmed. Now we have this continuous surface being created here. So now our next step would be to create this portion. So to create that, we'll select this plane and go for sketch. And what I would do is select line, draw a line, alright. Now select the circle, go for convert entities, select the circle, go for construction. Alright, now select this line, go for the circle, go for tangency, tick mark. Select this line, go for the circle, and select tangency, tick mark. Now I gotta trim entities and trim this portion and this portion off, and select this portion of the circle and remove the for construction and go for trim and trim this portion off. Alright, now let's give this a couple of dimensions that's given here. So that would be 10 from here to here and 22 over here, 28 over here, 5 over here, and this distance is 35. What else has to be dimensioned? So from the center of the circle, from the center circle to this edge is how much? It's pretty much okay. Let's give it as 35 because that's the only dimension given there, and there are a couple of more dimensioning to be done. So to get an idea about what are those dimensions, let's just try to move the sketch around and you'll get to know. So we gotta dimension this, right? So from the center to this edge it's 25. So this circle has a radius of 20. So 20 here. So what I would do is let me just draw an axis, and that's the center of the circle. So I'll just give 25 here. Alright, now this circle. So to get an idea, I would create this circle in line, just select this point and just select vertical, and now I would dimension this as radius 20, so diameter 40. Alright, still doesn't, okay. Alright, now what I would do is I would select the circle and this line, go for tangent. I would take this circle and make it for construction. Now I have that locked. Right. So now okay, even this need to be locked, right? Oh, this is 25 this is 25, and this from the center it's 25. This radius is 40. Okay, it seems to be correct. Let's just move ahead. So this and this is in line, so I'll just select this line and this line over here and go for collinear, tick mark. And we have to dimension this as well, so let's assume that this line and this line is collinear, as we don't have any dimensioning for this edge, so just go for collinear, tick mark. So this is what we have in the end. We'll just go for exit sketch, and we'll go for extrude surface, reverse direction, 15, tick mark. So okay, so one thing is that you can edit sketch here. You can save a step by just taking the circle and going for construction and tick mark, exit. Now we have that space open, so now we just have to fill this up. And also one more thing that you can do would be to again edit sketch and just remove or make this line for construction, tick mark, exit sketch. Let's leave that open, right? I would explain a short while, or you would understand in a short while, why I have left that open. And now let's just move ahead and create this portion now. So now we'll just go ahead and select this face here and go for the sketch, Control 8. What I would do is I'll just create a circle, create another circle, and create one more circle, and create another circle, and create an arc, create an arc there. Now you gotta create what you can do is create an axis line and select the circle and this one and go for mirror entities and select this as an axis. Oops. This as an axis and tick mark. Alright, you can go for extend entities and create this extend and go for trim entities and trim this portion. Oops. Okay, nevertheless, let's just anyways, this is going to be for construction, so that's fine. So now I would create one more circle here, and I would make that in tangency with this tick mark, again in tangency with this tick mark, and select the circle and go for mirror entities and select this as a mirror about, tick mark, again go for trim and trim entities and trim entities and trim and trim. And now again go for the arc, create the arc, go for trim entities, trim this portion and trim this portion, right? Select the circle and the circle, go for tangent, tick mark, go for the circle and the circle, go for tangency, tick mark. Good. Now you gotta again select trim and trim this portion as well. We somehow have the model here, but what you gotta do is you gotta do some dimensioning for this. So that's radius 10, so that'll be diameter 20, Alright, that's good. Now this will be radius 20, so diameter 40, radius 20, and this could be diameter 16, and this could be radius 20, so diameter 40, and you can select create an axis from here to here, and again create an axis from here to here, and now you can go for smart dimension and dimension this angle as 90. Alright, now that's good. Now this is again radius 15, and radius 20. All of the things that had to be constrained is almost constrained. Now you can select this edge here, and this the center of the circle, and give the horizontal the vertical dimension as 25. That's good. Now you know why we have done the tangency constraint over there. What we can do is you can just simply draw an axis line from here to here, and draw another axis here like this, and select this point and this point, and go for merge. Point cannot be merged, so that's interesting. Why the points cannot be merged? Okay, let me just try to move the circle. Okay, but item is insolvable. That's interesting. Okay, so with respect to what is this moving? Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me just remove this, and let me try to move it. The automatic relation inferred by the operation would over-define the sketch. Okay, but nevertheless it worked now. Okay, but still the sketch is not fully constrained. You can still see there are, okay, you can still see that things are not in place, so definitely okay. Okay, we'll do one thing. Select this line here and go for convert entities. Select that line and go for construction. Select, okay, now you can just try to move and keep it. But the automatic relation inferred by this operation would over-define the sketch. They will not be added. Alright, so what can be done? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's just add one line here, and from this line to this line. Okay, we'll just go for smart dimension and dimension this as 0. Okay, now that's good. Still, you think it'll move? No, it'll not move. Now that's constraining as we wanted. Now we have a portion of the sketch constrained. Now let's see what else is cranky here. So you can still see that the sketch is moving like this, so that means that this circle was not constrained. So that's radius 45. So radius 45. When you work with a big sketch, it's sometimes happens that no matter how much experienced you are, you just don't know what dimension was missing while you were designing. So you can always try to use the same strategy that I used. Just click on the line that is not colored as constrained and just try to move around, and you'll be able to see where the sketch is moving, and you can constrain that. And or you can just find what's the degree of freedom which is not constrained and just constrain that degree of freedom. Now you have a fully constrained sketch. Okay, there is something else that has to be done. So again, select this, go for this 1 and 2. Oops, man, that's bad. I'll try it once again. 1 and 2. Alright, now you gotta do a tangency for this, tick mark. Gotta do a tangency for this as well, tick mark. Oops. Okay, I think it worked. Okay, now we'll just repeat that step over here as well. This time let me just forget about that we have these constraints and all that. Let me just tangency, tick mark, and this will be a lot easier, I guess. Oops. Trim, and just trim this portion off and this portion off as well, and trim this and this and this and this. Alright, that's good. Now we have a completely constrained sketch. Let me hope that now the sketch part is open. Okay, let's go to the repeat sketch, and you can see that there's a 0.077 issue that's with the sketch, which could be where it's saying that there is a okay, no problems found. That's what they said. Okay, oh, that was my mistake. Anyways, so now okay, anyways, we'll just go ahead and do extrude. That could be, this distance could be 22, so that's 22 on that direction. Tick mark, tick mark. Alright, that's good. Now you can select this edge over here and go for extrude face. No, not that. It could be in CAPAs, it's called as extrapolate, but not sure in this. What do they call it? Extend. Okay, okay, that's an extend. Tick mark. Now we can select this surface, trim, take this portion off. Oops, man. Features, remove, tick mark. Now that part is done. So now do the same thing over here. Go for insert, surface, extend this one, tick mark, and now select the surface, go for trim, and select this as remove selection, tick mark. Now that part is done. That's good. Now what you can do is okay, there is one thing that can be done. You can go back to the sketch here over here, sketch, edit sketch. What you can do is the portion over here. Okay, so in that case, okay, let me just see that. Alright, that's fine, we'll do something about it. So let me just try to do a fill surface over here. So fill this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this one, this one, and this one. And alright, man, this one line is missing here. Okay, I'll do one thing. I will just take these. Okay, take this. No, not this. Take like 3 lines, and we'll go for features and reference plane. Okay, current combination not valid. Okay, I'll just go for plane. Okay, now we have a plane there, right? We'll take that plane, go for the sketch, and what we'll do is we'll just draw a line from this point straight up to this point. Alright, and I'll just exit the sketch. And now okay, just go for the sketch once again. Edit sketch. I'll just take this convert entities and Control 8. I'll just go for center. Center line. And go for circle and this line, and go for tangent, tick mark this one and this guy, and go for tangent, tick mark, and go for trim and trim. Alright, I can exit the sketch. Now we can do next is surfaces, fill surface, select this guy, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I hope it works this way. Okay, it works. So we have that. Oh, the boundary is open, cannot be patched. Ensure that there are no gaps. Now, where could be that gap? I'm not really sure where can that gap be. Fix a boundary. Okay. So we have that option to save ourselves when we are in trouble like this, right? We'll select this and go for offset, reverse offset, and reverse it distance of how much? Like this is like 15, right? 15. So we have that portion done. But what you can do is you can just go for tools, and not tools, surfaces, and you can knit the surface. How you can knit it? Like this is this, and this, and this, and man, this. So you have like 4 surfaces from 4 sides knitted. Merge entities. No, don't merge. Now we have that knit, right? Select that surface knit, go for trim, select this and remove selection, so that we have that portion open now, right? Now finally what we can do is go for fill surface, and you can fill this. Okay, no, don't do all that. Let's just go for the sketch and just go for fill. Go for fill and just do that. Select that surface, go for offset, and offset how much? this will be 22, so 22 offset, and that'll be closed. So now we have done a surface which is perfectly continuous, and my comment is SolidWorks is really not if it was done in CATIA, it could have been done like in maybe like in 5 to 7 minutes. So SolidWorks is I feel it not very I don't know, people say it's interactive, but I feel it takes a lot of time to do something in SolidWorks compared to CATIA. So that's all about this video. Thank you so much. Share your comments and stay tuned.